Hey, it's Olivia, and today I'll be sharing with you kind of an overview slash wrap up of 2016 in film. I'm an avid moviegoer, and I collect my movie tickets, and I did so well this year, except I just missed one ticket. I don't know where it is, or if I just didn't. Maybe I got my ticket online, but it's for the very first movie that I saw this year, and that was The Fifth Wave. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. Star Wars. I've never been a part of the Star Wars fandom. I've just never seen the movies. I saw the first one a couple months ago because my friend made me when she heard that I hadn't watched them. But I just, I was never shown the movies as a kid or anything. The new movies look cool, but if you don't hear me talking about them, it's because I'm not in the fandom. Another disclaimer, there's still 2 big movies coming out in December, and by big I mean like more than 3,000 theaters in America. And that's going to be the animated movie Sing and the action movie, like sci-fi movie Passengers. I don't know, I just don't really have any desire to watch that. And then Passengers, unpopular opinion coming, watch out. I think Chris Pratt is pretty cool. But Jennifer Lawrence has never been like a really good actress to me. For me, a good actor or actress is someone who kind of makes you forget that they've played other characters before. Like they just completely embody some entirely new character. And for me, Jennifer Lawrence in every single movie is Jennifer Lawrence. Like, I think she did pretty decent as Katniss, but I can't see her as like anything else. She just acts the same. And so I don't really care if I see Passengers or not. But getting back to the whole year, this was the year of me not seeing some of the biggest blockbusters, if you could believe it. I didn't see the new X-Men movie. I didn't see Captain America Civil War. There's another one I didn't see. Oh, I didn't see Suicide Squad. That just like, as I saw more commercials, I started to lose interest, and I've heard bad things about that movie, so I didn't see Suicide Squad. So I'm going to give you a quick list of all the movies that I saw and the rating that I give it. For movies, I do it on a scale out of 10. Here it goes. So The Fifth Wave, I gave 5 out of 10 stars. Then The Revenant, I gave 10 out of 10 stars. Deadpool, I gave 8 out of 10 stars. Zootopia, I gave 10 out of 10. Batman vs. Superman, I gave 6 out of 10. I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane. I didn't write my rating. I fell asleep in that one, so I feel like I can't rate it. The Jungle Book, I gave 6 out of 10. Let me say something on that one really quick. I feel like a lot of people may have really enjoyed that. With every single Disney live-action movie that's like a remake of a cartoon, I am just like, the trailers look really good. They look beautiful. Every single live-action Disney just looks stunning. But then the movie itself just always feels mediocre to me, and I'm really concerned that that's what's going to happen with Beauty and the Beast for next year. I'm hoping that does not happen, but I mean, I'm seeing a trend. So, Me Before You, which I gave 9 out of 10 stars. I love that movie. I think they did a really good job of depicting the book. And then I gave Finding Dory 10 out of 10. Well, 9 out of 10. And then the BFG, I gave 6 out of 10. Ghostbusters, I did not like Ghostbusters. I gave that a 3 out of 10. Don't Breathe, I don't know if you heard of that. I don't feel like it was advertised as much as other movies. It's about these people breaking into a blind man's house, and it's like a horror slash thriller movie, and it surprised me. It was really good. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Then I saw Kubo and the Two Strings, which I gave 6 out of 10. And then I saw Storks, which I gave 5 out of 10. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, I also gave 5 out of 10. Wow, I sound like such a harsh reviewer. I wish A Monster Calls came out this year, but I guess it doesn't go into most theaters until the beginning of next year. Doctor Strange, I gave 8 out of 10. Trolls, I gave 8 out of 10. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I gave an 8 out of 10. Arrival, I gave 7 out of 10. Moana, I gave 9 out of 10. And then the last movie, the one that I just saw yesterday, was Nocturnal Animals. And I gave that, I'm still deciding on what I'm going to give that. I want to say it was like an 8 or 9. That was a really good movie. It was a dark movie. And it started off very bizarre, but it was interesting. Very interesting movie. Actually, I highly recommend, but it's definitely rated R. So with that list, you kind of got the gist of how I felt about certain movies. I would say maybe my least favorite movie this year was Ghostbusters. As for my favorite movie of this year, it's probably going to be between Zootopia. I love Zootopia. And I think that's my favorite animated movie this year, so Zootopia and The Revenant. I don't think I've mentioned The Revenant on this channel, but I saw that movie in theaters 3 times, and I am never a person to see, like, that's kind of the equivalent to me as like owning multiple copies of the same book. I feel like it's a waste of money, but not really the same with, I guess it's not the same with a movie, but I never really go and watch a movie repeatedly in theaters, but I had the opportunity to watch it with different people, and it really says something if I am willing to go and see a movie 3 times and it is 3 hours long. That movie is so long, but I love every single minute of it. It is so beautifully shot. The cinematography is just gorgeous, and it was so like heartbreaking to me. And there is a bear attack scene. I don't think that's spoiling because it should be in trailers and stuff, but the bear attack scene is just vicious. Something I think in a lot of movies that is overlooked is when an animal attacks. I feel like the extent of injury that someone will get is very minimal to what I think that animal could really do. And in this movie, like, it was a mauling. But it's so hard to compare those two because they are so vastly different. They're on completely ends of the movie spectrum. But I don't know, it might go to The Revenant. I don't know. I'm going to say that they're both equally my favorites for this year. I've done some research into next year, and there are plenty of movies coming out that I cannot wait to see, and I can't wait to talk about that in a most anticipated 2017 movies. So I'll either see you in that video or a different video coming up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.